The Lakers are currently sitting 10th in the West with the playoffs looming on the horizon. Their superstar LeBron James, who missed 37 days with a likely grade 2 left adductor tear, made his return on January 31st versus the Clippers, who had pegged his own health around 80%. When the Lakers return from the All-Star break on February 21st, it will mark 3 weeks since his return to on-court action, and they need him as healthy as possible. To figure out how he's tracking, I analyzed 4 key indicators from LeBron's first game back through to the All-Star game. The first indicator is first-step acceleration, which the adductors play a major role in. Versus the Clippers, it was non-existent as he couldn't get any thrust into the lane. However, during the Hawks game 12 days later, he showed that quick acceleration multiple times, like after grabbing this rebound, and then later on in the game, this really aggressive blow-by. The second indicator is lateral movement, which he's still having issues with. It's no secret that LeBron paces himself defensively during the regular season, but his lateral movement on this play while defending Taurean Prince is still outside the norm for him. However, that's to be expected in the short term because the adductors are primary drivers of side-to-side movement. The third item is his confidence in movement, namely his willingness to absorb contact and go into higher risk situations. Against the Clippers, this was by far the biggest deficit I noticed. On this play, he came around the corner on the pick and roll with hesitation, and then instead of driving into Boban and absorbing contact, he finessed around him. Contrast that with this play in the Pacers game where LeBron attacked hard downhill after a change of direction with no regard for human life. Lastly, there's this play from the All-Star game where he launch-strided full court, jumped off the left leg, and then landed on it as well. That's the cleanest movement I've seen from LeBron since he got back. Last and certainly not least is LeBron's endurance. In the Clippers game, he was clearly pacing himself the entire game, often jogging in offensive transition, which you rarely see from him. 2 weeks later against the Hawks, he was clearly winded in the fourth quarter, highlighted by this play where he simply couldn't move at all, compounded by it being lateral movement while guarding Trae Young. The reality is he missed over a month with a lower body injury, which means he can't get his normal training in. No, that doesn't mean he's 280 pounds, but it does mean he has to play catch-up with his endurance level. All in all, based on these indicators, I'd peg LeBron at around 90%, with the final 10% coming as he regains that stamina and lateral movement. That does it for this video. You can always find me at Instagram or Twitter. 3CB out.